Oh, hi, Mrs. Lukes.
Oh, hey there, Mr. Bologno. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Who is this?
Oh, Mr. Bologno, that's Jim Henson. He lived from 1936 to 1990. He wanted to create entertainment for everybody. He was an American puppeteer, animator, cartoonist, actor, inventor, filmmaker, and screenwriter.
Wow. What did he do with all of that?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. He created the Muppets, and he worked on Sesame Street to help develop the characters in the series.
That's really cool. What kind of characters did he create?
Oh, he created characters almost like us. He created Kermit, he created Fozzie, he created Rolf, and many other characters.
That is really cool.
Hey, Mr. Bologno, did you know that Jim Henson actually started making puppets while he was in high school?
No.
When he went to college, he started a show that was called Sam and Friends in 1960. These were actually the original forerunners for the Muppets. He created a prototype for Kermit the Frog.
Hey, that's me. That's when I was born.
When he was creating his puppets, he wanted to frame the camera shot so that way it could work off camera.
Wow. What does that mean?
Well, if you look at this picture over here, look, you see Jim Henson and his friends. You see their whole body. But when he took the picture on camera, you would only see the Muppets.
Oh, the whole body of the actors? That doesn't make sense to me.
That's why he framed the camera shot off camera, so you never saw the puppeteers. Jim Henson wanted the puppets to have life and sensitivity.
What does that mean?
Well, originally, puppets were actually made out of wood. Instead of using wood, Jim Henson wanted to use fabrics like us. He wanted to create movable mouths so that way the Muppets could speak. Did you know that Jim Henson partnered with Frank Oz and George Lucas?
Who's George Lucas?
George Lucas is the creator of Star Wars. Jim Henson recommended Frank Oz to help with the one and only Yoda.
Hey, that's me, Baby Yoda. Well, actually, we're not the same person, but we are related. He is my great-great-uncle on my dad's side, but that's a different story. Anyways, as you were saying, Mrs. Lukes, in The Empire Strikes Back, Jim Henson recommended his friend Frank Oz to voice and puppeteer the world of Yoda.
So, what else does Frank Oz do?
Well, Mr. Bologno, in 1963, he formed a partnership to work with Jim Henson. They voiced Bert and Ernie, Kermit and Piggy, and Kermit and Fozzie.
Waka waka.
In 1989, before Jim Henson died, he negotiated to sell to Walt Disney. So he could do all the creative side and let Disney handle the business side.
What did he do at Disney?
Well, Mr. Bologno, I'm so glad you asked. His very last project was that he worked on Muppet Vision 3D, which is still at Hollywood Studios in Disney today. After he died, his daughter Lisa Henson took over the Henson Company, and she is now CEO and president of the company. All of his children help with the Henson Company.
So, with all this information, the fifth graders are learning about how art changes perceptions. And it's fascinating because Jim Henson has changed the perception of puppeteering, which is an art.
You're absolutely correct, Mr. Bologna. Art does change perceptions. So we're going to share with the 5th grade what we're going to do next.
Yay!
All right, 5th graders, we're going to talk about how art changes perceptions.
Mrs. Luke, I'm telling you something right now.
I want to show you my tic-tac dance.
Oh, I can do the floss.
Wow, you guys are really changing my perception.
It's today mustache day.
I'm in 5th grade. Okay, boys and girls, for this week, here's what we're going to do. First of all, I need you to think about who you identify as a Muppet. What are your characteristics that are like the Muppets? After you do that, just let me know. What did you even learn about Jim Henson? Does anybody remember?
He's a puppeteer that designed the Muppets.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Beck, how about you? Back there in the back.
Oh.
What did you learn about the Muppets?
Well, we learned that all the Muppets look very different. Some are animals, some are people.
Wow, that's an
Very good, Miss
interesting-
Beck. Very good, Miss Beck.
That's an interesting perspective, actually. What about you, Mr. Bologna? What did you learn about Jim Henson?
I learned a lot thanks to you, Mrs. Lukes. I learned that Jim Henson worked with other great creative people like George Lucas and Frank Oz.
Oh, those are excellent points. Thanks for being such great students today.
No problem.
We're cool. Enjoy deciding what Muppet you identify with, and let us know, what did you learn about Jim Henson? And how does art change your perspective?